Today I'm gonna break down the differences between the 808-4s and the 808-5s. And if we could get 1,000 likes, I'll give away a pair. First up, let's talk about price. Both of these babies retail for 159 bucks, but both can be found on discount. Now the 808-4s retail $40 below the original price mark, and they go for only 120 bucks. I'll have a link in the description for where you guys can get that, and it's an affiliate link, so it does help support the channel. But 40 bucks off is an amazing deal. And depending on when you watch this, try to use code STASHTROOPER at checkout because sometimes that code will give you an extra 10 bucks off. Right now it doesn't, but sometime in the future it probably will. And now no surprise, the 808-5s don't have nearly as much of a discount, and if you actually look at their site right now, it'll say they're still 159 bucks. But if you go to checkout, you use code STASHTROOPER, you get $10 off the 808-5s. And again, like I said, depending on when you use it, it may also apply to the 808-4s, so just give it a try. So instead of 159, you get them for 149, which is 30 bucks higher than these. So for price, no surprise, the older model, which is 30 bucks cheaper, wins. Now let's talk traction. The 808-4s feature a herringbone traction pattern, and the outsole is made up of a durable rubber compound. It's not their tough RB or GCU technology, but it is still a durable rubber compound that performs extremely well. Perfect for indoor use and still pretty good for outdoor use. The 808-5s also feature a herringbone traction pattern, but this one is not made up of just the durable rubber, it's a combo of their GCU and tough RB technology. Performs just a little bit better, and it's just pretty much their higher quality traction material. Amazing for indoors, and again, pretty good for outdoors. As for performance, I think both of these babies have S-tier traction, crazy bite, durability, and overall performance. So in the traction department, they're extremely similar, but if I had to give the edge up on one of them, it would be the 808-5s because they have the GCU and tough RB materials that are a little bit better than this stuff. Is this still S-tier, probably a 9.8 out of 10, and this is a 9.9 or 10 out of 10? Yes, both S-tier, but this one is a little bit better. As for cushion, no surprise, they're also similar. The 808-4s feature a full-length Boom drop-in midsole. For those who don't know, Boom is crackwyd's foam cushion technology. It's similar to that of Nike React and Adidas Boost. But in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion, it's better than both of those. I'm talking crazy bounce, responsiveness, impact protection, and overall performance. So full-length drop-in midsole of that stuff at only 120 bucks is insane bang for your buck and really high quality. But now for the 808-5s, like I mentioned, it's eerily similar. It's a drop-in midsole made up of Boom, but not just Boom, it's crackwyd Super Boom. Now this Super Boom compound is actually really similar to Boom, but the only difference is it adds 5 to 10 inches to your vertical jump. And on top of this, it makes you shoot better, dribble better, and you're actually smarter in these. I'm bullshitting. The real difference is Boom is pretty much the same exact thing, but 30 to 50% lighter, which is big time if you like light hoop shoes. It provides that same bounce, responsiveness, and amazing performance, just even lighter. That's an upgrade, people. So with the cushion setup being literally exactly the same, but this one's 30 to 50% lighter, I think the 808-5s win this section, but still not by much. And now in regards to support, both these shoes really excel in this area. So let me just go one by one and tell you what is in the shoe. First up, the 808-4s. These babies feature a carbon fiber midfoot plate, a full palm TPU chassis, TPU sidewalls, a midfoot Velcro strap, which only occurs on some models, like not even the one I have, a heel counter, and a wide base. As for the 808-5s, they also feature a carbon fiber midfoot plate, a 360-degree TPU chassis, an external heel counter, a padded tongue and collar, reinforced overlays on the upper, and again, that wide base. Really similar setup between the two, which is a common theme throughout this because this is literally the 808-4s and the 808-5s. It's like the newer model, but both feel amazing. I would say the support is both A or S tier on both of these babies, but I'm not able to give the edge one over the other in this section. So I'm gonna call the support / lockdown an easy tie. But now let's talk about the materials. Like we mentioned earlier, the outsole of the 808-4s is made up of a durable rubber compound, not GCU, not tough RB, but it's still a durable rubber compound. Perfect for indoor use and pretty decent for outdoor use too. As for the upper, it really depends on the colorway that you get. All of them are high quality, but this one, for example, is made up of primarily their Octa knit technology, which is extremely lightweight, breathable, and I absolutely love it. And then on this side, you get a little bit of suede. But for the most part, it's a textile or Octa knit upper with a little bit of leather accents in there. So as for materials, high quality stuff, especially for 120 buckaroos. As for the 808-5s, like we mentioned earlier, that outsole combo of GCU and tough RB technology, perfect for indoor use and outdoor use, performs extremely well, just a little bit better than these babies. And the upper is primarily made up of either Boom silk or an engineered mesh, depending on which colorway you get. But regardless of the colorway you get, you also get some infused overlays for extra support and durability. Now, in regards to how they compare to one another, once again, it's extremely similar. Both have amazing durability, breathability, they feel good on feet, they perform well, but there's really only one difference that I see between the two, and that's kind of the quality. The 808-4s are by no means a low quality shoe. I think they're extremely high quality for 120 bucks. You might even get more bang for your buck in regards to materials than this shoe. But if we're comparing apples to apples, regardless of price point, these definitely have higher quality materials. That Tough RB, that GCU, that engineered mesh, that boom silk really is a little bit better than this. So as for materials, again, these babies just edge it out over the 808-4s. Now let's talk weight. Right now we're gonna whip out the scale and measure the weight of each individual shoe. First up, the 808-4s, they weigh, if I'm correct, about 443 grams. And as for the 808-5s, they weigh approximately 396 grams, which according to my calculations in my degree from the Rochester Institute of Technology, that's about 50 grams in between. And that's 50 grams on each foot, man. So that's like 100 grams total in between shoes. So while they're both light hoop shoes and 50 grams really isn't much per shoe, these babies just edge them out yet again. And maybe that's because of the super boom technology. In the last section, before we decide which shoe is better and why you should get each one, I want to talk about the looks and the colorways. Okay, so now we're over at the computer to talk about the colorways. First up, let's talk about the 808-4s, man. You can see right here, they have a crazy selection. The Shining colorway, crazy clean. The Ultra Freeze colorway. I have this blue one right here, also crazy clean. They got this green colorway, the Ice Lime, that I wish I got, honestly, that looks exactly like Grinch's. And then they got these beautiful pink ones, almost like Aunt Pearl, these red ones that I was literally just showing y'all on camera, an Obsidian colorway that my brother has, and just a crazy selection. And kind of like I mentioned earlier, you could see that some of these feature octa-knit or a lightweight knit, and some are more of a suede, so you can see the difference in materials, and also the fact that some feature straps for a little extra support and some don't. So when you're buying, I honestly don't think that makes too much of a difference in regards to materials and strap, but if you want a little extra lightweightness or a little extra support, you could feel free to take that into account. But yeah, overall, crazy selection of colorways, and honestly, I love them all. As for the 808-5s, they also have a pretty decent amount of colorways out right now, but more will be releasing since they are the newer model. They have a yin yang, a beautiful mismatch colorway, this white birthday colorway, which I do own, this red one that I'm just showing y'all, crazy clean, this tie-dye lizard colorway, insane, a bunch of other cute ones, almost like a Hornets colorway, a Road to the Finals, Oxygen, I also have those. And then I think the best shoe out of all the 808 line, which is the 808-5 Ultra Lavender, which I do own. Crazy clean colorway, and they're only going to come out with more, so after this video comes out, again, please pop the link in the description and you might find an even more fire colorway that you want to get. So yeah, well, overall, I think the 808-4s have more variety. I think the 808-5 has the best colorway out of all of them. So I think it's very, very close in regards to which one wins this area. But I think simply due to the immense selection, I think they have like double the colorways. I'm going to go with the 808-4s right now, but give it another month or two and they'll probably have a similar amount of colorways out. So now that we've gone through all the individual categories, let's get to the point. Overall, the 808-5s are simply an improved version of the 808-4s. Lighter weight, improved cushion, higher quality materials, and just a little bit better performance. But in regards to which one I think you guys should get, that's a different question. And I think it's just in regards to what's your budget? So if you have 150 bucks, again with code STASHTROOPER, I'd recommend you get the 808-5s, but if you don't, or you just don't want to spend 150, or you're more likely to spend 120, whatever it is, whatever reason, that's not my business, the 808-4s are still amazing performers. I think they were like a top 3 performer of last year for me, and maybe even like a top 5 or top 10 performer right now. So they're still insane performers. So if you want these, it's 100% understandable. Again, link in the description now.